Welcome to the Meat Sangria podcast. I am Matt Lipari on this fine Wednesday afternoon. That is what today is. I see bakery workers through my window making some fresh items. What bakery is that? The world will never know. The world will never know because I just gave away my location. There's so many bakeries in this planet, you'll never know. You'll never freaking know. I was looking at this picture behind me, the Hinge one that I proudly displayed, and since I've taken this screenshot, I have asked the same thing to. So whenever someone tells me they're a fan on Hinge or whatever, I've been asking the same thing to them and be like, "Hey, are you only like me for my jokes or my stunning good looks?" And since then, everyone has ghosted me after I've said that. So it's not looking too good. It's not looking. That's why we cherish that one moment. Turns out they weren't here for the stunning good looks. They're only here for the jokes. Bunch of lame, I don't want to use this word, bunch of lame bitch shit. No, I'm kidding. It's perfectly fine. I think someone, the way they phrased it was like, is this the correct forum to tell you that I'm a fan? And I was like, yeah, totally, as long as you also think I'm super hot. And then she never responded. All right, that wasn't the right forum. It was the wrong forum, lady. Whatever your name was, I don't remember. But it's fine. It is fine. It's just... It's always hard because, I don't know, I assume if you're matching with me on an app that you think I'm attractive, you're interested, but some people aren't. So it is what it is. But it doesn't matter. Plenty of people actually match with me because they love how beautiful I am. So I don't need you. I don't need you bums. That's a better B word, bum. B-U-M. In case you didn't know how to spell bum. Some of you guys are at a very low reading level. I just want to make sure you understand how to spell these words. It's freezing in this apartment. I lost my heat 2 days ago, yesterday. The building's boiler just broke. And I knew it happened because the day before I was taking a shower and it just wasn't hot enough. But it wasn't freezing. It was like lukewarm. I was like, what's going on here? And then I woke up, I think it was yesterday morning I woke up, and it was like 50 degrees. I was shivering. I was like, what the heck? I don't even keep my radiator on. I keep it completely shut off, but it's usually a decent temperature. Right now I see it says 64 degrees, but it was 50. I checked the thermometer at 50 degrees. And I was like, oh shit, this is crazy. So I went through the whole day assuming that I would be having to take a cold shower later, and then by lunchtime, I took a shower after I went to the gym, and it was good. It was hot. So I survived. But that is the worst. The worst time to lose your heat is the winter. Bro, that shower would have killed me. That shower would have frozen my bone, and I needed to take it. I just went to the gym. I was thinking about going to the gym showers, but I can't do that. You cannot use the gym showers unless you are 75 years old. That's the rule. Unless you are 75 years old and you want to just show your penis to everyone in the locker room, that's a requirement to use the gym shower, apparently. No, but I was considering using it. I was like, no, I'll just go back home. I don't want to have to bring all my stuff. So it was the right choice, but not good, man. Not good to have no heat. It's pretty cold right now, honestly. If you can't see below my waists anymore, I stopped doing that. I cut you guys off from my delicious legs. How do you feel? How do you fucking feel? But I have shorts and I have no shoe. My feet are like freezing. I made the wrong decision. I'm completely incorrectly dressed. I always incorrectly dress. It's fine. I don't wear layers. I just go one or two layers at most. That's how we do it. How we do it out here. Yes, that wasn't fun. All right, another rest in peace section. Actually, no rest in peace because the plane that crashed, if you're living under a rock, a plane crashed at the Toronto airport. The every other day plane crash. This one, everyone survived, but the plane flipped over and lost both of its wings, which is crazy. That's an insane video. The plane just smacked, and the problem was the plane was just like, you're supposed to go like light. I'm not a pilot. I was a pilot for about 3 years, but I got fired because I would crash every plane. I would be the only survivor every time. But the plane's supposed to like gently fall. It just went like pop, and then it ripped off the wings and the landing gear, and they just started spinning. And everyone, as far as I know, everyone survived. Some people are in the hospital, I think. But that's kind of that's honestly, that makes me more confident to fly. It's like we can smack into the ground. Well, I guess in South Korea did it, and then everyone died because they hit an embankment. But in Toronto, they hit ice, and they just slid, and they stopped, and everyone survived. So as long as there's no embankment, everyone's chilling. It's fine. So that's kind of cool. And then people were taking videos when they got out of the plane. That was kind of crazy. But happily, everyone survived. And I don't know who to blame. Could be the pilot's fault. Could be the plane's fault. Maybe they malfunction. But I will say Toronto Airport, when I first heard that, I'm like, it's the airport's fault. Because that airport fucking sucks. I've only been there in the last, I don't know why I just smelled the microphone. I've only been there. Delicious. I've only been there in the last 10 years, probably once or twice. I went to Canada and I went there and back. Dude, every time you land at that airport, I think it's like a known thing. You just wait on the runway for like an hour. You land, everyone claps, like, "Oh, we made it," and then you just sit there. Hey, are we gonna get to the gate? Actually, no, we're busy. We just have to sit here. Oh, you'll get to the gate eventually. You landed though. Congrats. We sat there both times. We just sat there. I missed my flight coming back. They gave me a new flight. They probably know. They just keep rescheduling people for flights because they're so bad at flying. I don't know. So the airport kind of stinks. Hopefully they figured it out. It was also snow on the ground. That might have saved the people, honestly. The snow, it's like a sled. It was just an advanced sledding operation. We carried out an advanced sledding operation on the Toronto McPherson. Is that what it's called? McPherson? I don't know. Isn't that a company that makes like textbooks or some shit? Who knows, bro? I'm not in school anymore. I'm not a child. Some of you wish I was. So you could abuse. Some of you teachers listening out there, middle school teachers, wish I was 13. So you could teach me in your class and then have me after school. You delinquent, you disgusting pedophiles. That's what I meant to say. Not delinquents. All right. Oh, this is the news. This is the news of the last week. Ashley St. Clair having Elon Musk's baby. If you don't know who this woman is, she doesn't matter. The only thing that... This whole story is ridiculous. Because... I'm going to be so brief on this because I don't really want to talk about it, but... As a Twitter user, someone who reads Twitter, I go on Twitter all the time. As an X, whatever. What the fuck? Kill me. An X user. I don't ever post, but I go on X. This woman, Ashley St. Clair, popped up right after Elon bought it, and they were like, there was a push for all these conservative people, whatever. She popped up out of nowhere, and I was like, I don't know who this lady is, but she's always in my feed. I don't like any of her posts. She's always in my feed. I'm like, okay. Turns out, hey, how do you get shown to everyone? You sleep with Elon Musk. How do you get shown? There's another lady, an Asian woman. I don't know her name. Everyone's speculating the exact same thing's going to happen with her, even though I think Elon unfollowed her, so maybe she rejected his advances. I'm not sure. But how do you get money? I remember when she bragged about her creator payout. That's what the thing is. You get paid for posting on Twitter, and her 1 month was like huge. It was like a ridiculous amount. Why did she get that much? Probably Elon clicked the button and was like, hey, give her more money. Hey, give her more money because she's going to suck my dick later. Absolutely ridiculous. And it's so hypocritical. It's like a cult. I'm not saying, either side was manipulating. I'm sure this woman was, like, oh, I can get Elon Musk to have my child. That's a great opportunity for me and my child. And now he's not claiming the child or something. I don't even know. I don't know. Elon Musk is all about the world is underpopulated, so I must do it all myself. And then you have kids that all hate you and you don't even spend time with them. That's, we don't need more fatherless children in this world, I think. Yeah, it's not the point just to have warm bodies that all resent their father. It's not great. So this whole thing is a mess, dude. It's just so hypocritical. I mean, it was honestly shook me to my core when I read that tweet. I was like, holy shit. Because if you don't know who this lady is, it's like, all right, whatever. He's having children with all these random people. He sees a woman every day. He's like, I want to have kids with that woman. And I guess he has the moves. I guess he's got Riz. Or maybe he just flashes his bank account. He pulls out his Robinhood account with his Tesla stock. Hey, look at this. Hey, ladies, you want to... I was like, I have $300 billion. I looked up his net worth. It's $400 billion. What the heck? That's crazy. Dude, 10 years ago, the net worths were like... The richest person was like $70 billion. Now everyone's over $200 billion. Have our salaries doubled? No. CEO net worths and inflation is going up so much higher than job prices and job payments and wages. That's how you know things are not good. That's how you know things are not good. I'll just say that. So whatever. Don't harass this woman and her child just because they're related to Elon Musk. The kid did not. The kids are the only innocent ones in this whole thing. The mom, whatever, she's already being denied her baby daddy's acknowledgments, and I don't even know if he's paying child support. He has to, but it's just a whole mess. So I just think it's hypocritical and ridiculous, and this woman definitely knows that. But the whole thing is fucking so stupid. Holy shit. Now anyone that's popular on TikTok or fucking Twitter, anyone that's popular on Twitter that Elon Musk interacts with a lot, we're all going to assume that he's fucking them. That's what you've done now. You've made the there's no doubt in our mind. We're all like, all right, you're having sex with them. Any woman, you're having sex with them. It's just so stupid. So stupid. You can make fun of all these people for... I think she made a tweet once. She's like, about Kamala Harris spreading her legs. All right, well, what did you just do? It's just... It's so hypocritical. Everyone's hypocritical, guys. On both sides. Humans are so hypocritical. And they're going to pretend they're not. I'm just hovering this water by my face. I want everyone to stop. Both sides are pretty awful. I just want everyone to stop pretending they're so righteous and the other side is like the worst thing known to man. Just, everyone kind of fucking sucks. Just, whatever. This is a fundamental difference in beliefs. I don't know. I don't care anymore. All right, one more thing about conservative people, and then we're done with that whole topic for the rest. Not the podcast. The podcast is not over. I've been speaking for like 7 minutes, guys. Am I right? I don't even know. Donald Trump in Ukraine. He's, I believe we're pulling out of Ukraine, or at least pulling a lot of funding, which, that's a complicated issue. I'm certainly money is being lost. Certainly money is, it's just like our tax dollars. They go missing, and we're like, what the fuck did we spend this money on? So it's ridiculous to spend that much money in Ukraine, but it's also an important thing to do to keep Ukraine whole. But just one thing Donald Trump put out a tweet today, or he like reposts something he puts on Truth Social and then puts it on Twitter. It's the worst. I don't even know. I have to go on Truth Social one day just to see how bad it is. But he said something about, we don't need to care about Russia. It's Europe's problem, or we don't need to care about Ukraine. It's Europe's problem. We have a big, beautiful ocean separating us and them. And I just think that's such a despicable thing to say. You could have said the same thing during World War II. You could have said, oh, it's fine. We have such a big ocean. I'm sure a lot of people thought that way. We have an ocean. They're not going to get to us. You guys deal with it. Yeah, there would be fucking not... Adolf Hitler would be alive today. Would he be alive? How old is he when he died? 40? No, he would not have been alive. But he would have died maybe in the 90s. Who knows? It's just ridiculous. A ridiculous thought. That's not what America is. A country, I believe, that is it's like a global peacemaker. It is the standard for what a country should be. And the idea that we are going to let our allies face more threats from our enemies, just we're safe, we're good. It just seems ridiculous. And I know we have a lot of problems in this country. We do, and we should fix them. But I don't know, just the idea that we're like, oh, we have this, just to say we have this big, beautiful ocean. Maybe he's just threatening them. Maybe, he's just trying to say, hey, we don't need to do anything, so you guys got to step up, and maybe he won't actually pull the funding. I don't know. But just that quote in and of itself is so ridiculous. That's how you lose allies. That's how America's global sphere of influence, it's an important thing to have, whether or not it makes pure financial sense. I don't know if you can equate the influence to dollars, but it is an important thing to have, for every country to be like, America is the one. We love Americans. And it's just, I don't know. It's not good. Not a fan. So we'll see how that goes. And, they reached an agreement with Russia to end the war. Yeah, what is the agreement? They get all the land they invaded? Oh, what a good agreement. Wow. Russia gets everything it wanted. Oh, what a great peace you brokered. My goodness. So we'll see what that is. All right, on to more fun stuff. Apparently Michael B. Jordan is now fucking ugly as shit because his thumb looks weird. Michael B. Jordan is grotesque, and I think he's actually going to play the Hunchback of Notre Dame in the next movie because people think he is disturbing. His thumb is slightly too short. It looks like a big toe almost. And he was posing on the cover of a magazine. It was called Ugly Fucking Magazine. Ugly Disgusting Man Magazine. And his thumb was there. Everyone's like, what the fuck's wrong with his thumb? Ew. Obviously, I'm joking. But some people were like, I can never look at him the same way. Guys, I'm sorry. He's not perfect. I don't want to defend Michael B. Jordan. Why am I defending fucking this random hot black guy? It's Black History Month. He doesn't need me to defend him. Fucking hot black guy. He's getting everything he wants now. He's got a line of women at the door, and I'm just defending him in my room right here. In my room after I just said that everyone's ghosting me after I sang this line. But yeah, everyone was making fun of his thumb. They're like, yeah, give me the ick. Guys, we all have fucking disgusting parts of our body. We all have bunions. I don't even have a bunion, but we all have weird things. Oh, that's a good point. I have to check my toe. My blister, it's gone. Nice. Great. We all have beauty marks. We all have weird stuff. We all have disproportionate things. We all have weird, like for me, I was going to make a really bad joke, a stupid joke. I'll just say what the joke I was going to make. I don't even want to say it. We all have disproportionate things. For me, my penis is way too big for my body. That's not true. That was the joke. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so brief intermission. I'm so sorry. My mom did not raise me to say things like that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, his thumb is whatever. Just looks slightly weird. Okay, the guy's jacked. The guy's rich. The guy's famous. His thumb looks weird. I think there's an air, like, you kind of just need to be mysterious in some regard for women to some women to like you. Some people are just, honestly, some ladies just, it's not even worth just the nitpicking that goes on. I don't even know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, his thumb, he's gonna have thumb surgery one day. People were saying like that must be photoshopped, as if they would Photoshop a bad thumb onto his hand. Why can't that just be his hand? Why would they make it worse? He might get surgery to lengthen his thumb now because he needs to be perfect. The media scrutiny. I'm sure for some of those people, those famous actors that only get positive thoughts, this probably kills them. If I got made fun of for my thumb on a magazine cover, I would cry laughing, so I'd be like, this is so funny. Some of them, they're probably like, oh my God, they think I'm hideous. They think I'm hideous. I gotta replace it. So poor Michael, man. I hope you, people are gonna forget you're even Michael B. Jordan. They're gonna combine you with Michael. You're gonna lapse out of people's minds. They're not even gonna know who you are. You're just Michael Jordan again. That's crazy. Wasn't he in the fucking Fantastic Four movie? And now they're making another. They've made so many of those movies, and they all fail every fucking time. This new one better be good. I actually don't care if it's good at all. I'm not even gonna see it. Maybe I'll see it one day. The TikTok algorithm is changing for sure. It is changing for sure. And I'm not a fan of it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of bad now. Or not bad. It's kind of like simplistic. Like recently I don't know, I liked a video with like a certain sound, and then I would just keep scrolling, and like 3 of the next 10 videos also had that sound. I'm like, okay, I like the video. It doesn't mean I only want to see things with that sound. Like, I don't get it. And it's the same thing. Like for a while, I would like a slideshow, and then every video that popped up was just more slideshows. I'm like, I don't want these slideshows. So I don't know what's changing, but for sure they are promoting more right-wing stuff, because I got a Candace Owens video. It's the same thing as Twitter now, I think. It's just, guys, the whole point of the algorithm is that it recommends things based on what you like. It has nothing to do with politics. I truly believe these algorithms have nothing to do with politics. They only suppress right-wing stuff because people aren't liking it. There's more liberal users on the platform. That's my whole thing. And maybe you want to disagree with me, whatever. I don't think in general that was happening. And now we're just promoting. That's not how this works. Like, you promote stuff that is good, and you don't promote stuff that's not getting a lot of likes. If the conservative stuff was getting millions of likes, yeah, I would see it on my platform, on my page. But this video, I got a video, I never look her up a single time on here. Candace Owens is some random lady who has some, I don't even know what the fuck she has. It's an annoying fucking woman. And it just probably had like 5,000 likes. Why is that popping up? That's not supposed to be recommended to me. Why is that there? I don't know, man. I don't know. Not freaking good, dude. Not a fan. We'll see, though. As long as it keeps promoting my videos, then I'm fine. As long as I make the money, we're fine. But yeah, it wasn't good. Not a fan of that. So I don't go on TikTok that much, honestly. But just to see that happen was slightly disturbing. What else about the algorithm? Oh, I keep seeing on. I like when I laugh before the topic says anything, or before I say the topic. Before the topic says anything. What am I? Can't speak English ever. On Instagram Reels, I keep getting recommended these, there's like these middle school or high school kids. They're like 13 maybe. And they have a podcast where they just talk about food. And all the comments are always making fun of him. And I feel for them because, you know, it's just it's an annoying comment when they go, podcast equipment should be more expensive. So, you know, I can't really make fun of them because I simply, you know, make a podcast, post your videos, you know, try things out, guys. Take risks in life. Don't let people make fun of you and stop what you're doing. But their podcast is just like every video I see is them talking about food. And they're like, hey, you like McDonald's? What's your favorite thing to get at McDonald's? And they go around. It's just like, I like the quarter pounder. I like the filet of fish. It's like there's no like input. They're just saying one word answers. The whole thing is them just saying like, hey, I like Cheez-Its. And there's no like dialogue. It's not like describing the cheese. It's like, hey, I like goldfish. Okay, guys, you got to work on yours. I'm not making fun of you. I'm saying continue, but you got to work on your conversational skills. Guys, you got to practice. You're talking to other people. You got to practice. I'm sorry. One word answers do not suffice. That's why people are making fun of you. If they saw your podcast and you were all like, I love the creamy texture of the cheese and I love the sharp cheddar, the saltiness, the way it goes down my throat, they'd be like, oh, these are some articulate 13-year-olds. But we're just like, hey, I like Cheez-Its. I like goldfish. I like licorice. I'm like, okay. And they have a nice setup. I'm sure their parents are probably like a little wealthy. It's like a nepotism podcast, but the kids, yeah, there's so many of them too. It's like 10 different kids just talking about snacks. Hey, we have a guest, Ryan from my gym class. Hey, Ryan. You like cookies? Yeah. All right, thanks, Ryan. See you later. That's the podcast. So, I support them. I support their endeavor. I would never leave a rude comment like that. It's just disrespectful, but I'd be like, hey, guys, try talking a little bit more critically about the food. Hey, let's get some more input, guys. So, yeah, that's that. So that might be what people think when they listen to this podcast. They're like, all he does is talk about, what do I talk about the most? I don't even know. All he does is make grammatical mistakes and speak over himself and can't speak English. That's all he does. All he does is laugh at his own mistakes. So, yeah, I feel bad for those kids, but they'll learn. They'll figure it out. They will figure it out. All right, time for our quick intermission, our quick ad break. Last episode, we gave away a Save the Carrot Meister's hat. We're going to give away one again this episode, but only to people in the U.S. The last one I shipped to Great Britain, and man, my wallet is tired. Holy shit. Took a chunk. That was like a mortgage payment. Shipping that to, where'd I ship it to? I don't want to say the location. Shipped it to Ireland, to the British Ireland, not Ireland. And, yeah, so hopefully you get that. It's coming in the mail I don't know how soon. Probably not very soon. I don't even know if there's going to be tariffs on that. I don't know what Donald Trump has done with Great Britain, but we'll see. But yeah, if you're in the U.S. and first person in comments saying they want the Save the Carrot Meister hat, I will ship it to you in the United States. The continental United States, maybe not Puerto Rico. No, I think that's more money. But yeah, we'll do that every episode. And then, of course, this episode is brought to you by NordVPN. Staying safe online is an ever-growing difficulty, and you could be, I keep misreading because I wrote it wrong. You could be exploited by hackers. NordVPN allows you to change your IP address, making you harder to track, securing your privacy. Visit meatsangria.com and click on the podcast sponsor section to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plan. Thank you very much, NordVPN. And, yes, they have been sponsoring this for weeks on end. We're working, guys. Well, I don't want to reveal. Maybe under new management soon, so we'll see. We shall see what the future holds, but give it up for Nord as usual, and the Save the Carrot Meister. I may be coming out with new merch as well. We're thinking about stuff. Some more stupid stuff. I just like making stupid things. This time I'm not going to... Well, we'll see. We don't reveal things. I'll show you. You'll just see me wearing a cool shirt one day, and you'll be like, oh, I want that. I want that shirt. All right, we got some fun news stories, I believe. Let me take a sip of water before I get into it so I can belt out my beautiful words. All right, in Chile, we have a kayaker eaten by a whale and then spit out. That is a crazy story, bro. That's dad lore right there. Oh, back in college, I got eaten by a whale. Yeah, it was like 3 times the whale kept eating me. That's crazy. The kayaker was just there. It was some guy filmed it, I think. The whale was just like, oh, and then ate him. And then I don't think the whale can actually swallow a human being. I don't think... Maybe it was like a blue whale, but it was like a humpback whale. And so they spit him out. Thank God. The guy, after, he was like, yeah, I thought I died. I thought I was dead. I thought the whale was just going to hold me in his stomach. That's so scary. That is so scary. I guess you can just fight. The whale knows he's not supposed to eat you. The whale's not eating giant things. It's like if I swallowed an entire jawbreaker whole, I wouldn't be like, oh, I got to get it down. You'd spit it out. So that's great. That's a great story. I almost wish that happened to me. Just an amazing story to tell people. In Chile, too. I was just in Chile. I could have been me, dude. I'm so jealous. Man, he got eaten by a whale? Dude, I'm so jealous of that. That is great. I don't even know what part of Chile it was, but right off the coast, I think. I didn't see any whales, but I guess I wasn't by the ocean ever, so there's no point of me seeing whales. But that's honestly a great story. I think recently someone else got swallowed by a whale in Maine or something. Not recently, a few years ago. I think they survived too. Has there ever been someone killed by getting swallowed by a whale? I don't think so. I think it's 100% survival rate. It's the safest thing you can do. Get eaten by a whale. It's safer than driving a car, getting eaten by a whale, I think. That is crazy. So that's a beautiful story. One you can cherish for the rest of your life. And you have it on video, that's amazing. That's, back in the day, back in old, what is the Moby Dick? Old Ahab, is that the guy's name? Ahab's day, they didn't have video. They just had to write a story about it that became very famous. But do we believe the story? No, because it's fake. Because they made it up. All right, lady gives birth on the subway. I don't know if you guys saw this video, but a 25-year-old woman, popped out her child in the subway. I don't know what line it was. I should have looked that up. But everyone came to her aid. Apparently there's midwives aplenty on the subway just helping ladies pop out children. And they added one line. They were like, yeah, someone helped cut the umbilical cord with the pocket knife they had. Oh, okay, cool. A dirty pocket knife. I carry a knife sometimes with me on the subway to attack, not to attack, to defend myself. Those are very different things. Not to terrorize tourists, but to like potentially defend myself if I need to. I would never think I could actually use it sawing through a baby's umbilical cord. That is actually crazy. Was she on the way to the hospital? I think she was just like chilling. Damn, bro. I don't know. I would be so pissed as the husband. My wife had a baby on the, because I know she would yell at me. She'd be like, "Why weren't you there?" I'm like, I don't know. I was at work. What the heck? Why did you have a baby on the subway? Why did your water break? That's a beautiful New York story. If that happened, I don't know if you've ever seen when they have like a Thanksgiving dinner on the subway too. That could happen at the same time. That's like the most New York thing. That's the most New York thing while there's like a crackhead in the corner just screaming. That would be the most New York day. Most New York day in the world. Eat a turkey leg, a baby pops out. I don't know how to deliver. I would be so scared to watch a baby get delivered, honestly. I would do it. I would be there for it. I don't know. This makes no sense. I'd probably leave the car and be like, this is too much. This is too much. Stop the train. Do they even stop the train? We're just postulating here. Goddamn, I'm really not giving good commentary on the lady giving birth in the subway. I just wish I was there. I wish. It's just, when it happens so close to you, you're like, damn. Could have seen that. What are they going to name the kid? Metro Boomin? Maybe. Oh, is that where Metro Boomin was born? That'd be crazy. Or they could name it like a play on the line that they were born, like six-time 6C baby. 456. That could be the kid's name. Wasn't that that's a Seinfeld joke? A kid named Seven. There's a 7 train. Maybe it's on the 7 train. The 7 train. Okay, this story is fucking crazy. This story is not crazy in a good way. This story is, I don't even know why I wrote this down. It's a very little addition for me to add comedy to this next story, but there is a boy in Indiana who vanished 5 years ago and no one noticed until today. Apparently, the story is this kid, young little boy, he has parents are like drug addicts, and Child Protective Services keeps passing him around to different people. So he's been with the parents, then not with the parents, but then he was with the parents, so I think the grandparents and the aunt or uncle or something. Last time they saw the kid was in 2019, I believe. And they thought he was with the dad the whole time, and the dad is on drugs or off drug, whatever. And then the dad was like, no, I gave the child to Child Protective Services, and they gave him to the mom, and I haven't seen him in a while. And the mom's like, they didn't give me my child. No one knows where the kid is. What the heck? I'm laughing. Where's this child? He's not in a good place, I'll tell you that right now. Not in a good place. Do we trust these drug heads to tell the truth? No. Do we trust them to not have sold their young child? For what purpose? I don't know what people do with young children. I'm not that kind of guy. That's crazy. So the kid's missing. They can't find him. And this is an Indiana story. This is what I would expect to happen in Indiana, but it's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And who would like it? That's not a take. That's not a hot take. Oh, Matt doesn't like this. The kid's missing. So the family's like, oh, I didn't see my grandchild because the father didn't want to connect with us. The father was like being weird. That's kind of crazy. 5 years, honestly, is a long time to be like, I'm okay with you taking my grandchild away from me. The whole family's weird. It's Indiana, remember. This is white trash central. These people are white trash, not the kid. Kid is innocent, once again. Kid is innocent. But hopefully they find the child. I mean, how are they going to find them? This whole story makes no sense. The kid would be in school. Wouldn't they be getting letters? Wouldn't someone come looking for it? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how kids work, man. I don't know. Is it possible? Maybe when I'm a parent, I'm like, yeah, I could see how I lost my kid for 5 years. Oh, it's like the Home Alone movie. They lost him for 12 hours and they didn't even know. 5 years is a long time. 5 years is a little bit longer than 12 hours. They lost him for a while. That'd be a good... No, it wouldn't even make sense. That's just such a far-fetched movie to lose your kid for 5 years. Wait, didn't I have a child? It's like their only kid, too. I don't know. These people are crazy. That's what drugs do, guys. Don't do drugs, guys. Don't do any drugs. Put down the drugs. Some of you are doing drugs right now. Put them down. Put down the weed. Throw it in the garbage. Throw it smoldering in the garbage so it lights on fire and your house burns down. Put down the crack cocaine. Guys, put the heroin spoon down. Is that even a thing with heroin? Is it a spoon? I don't even know. It's like a tinfoil like thing you burn. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't do heroin, guys. I don't fucking know. Someone who does heroin, let me know what it is, so I can accurately make fun of you for doing it. No, but if you have drug problems, I spell that right. If you have dog problem, hey buddy, if you do one, seek help and don't have kids. If you have drug problems, you have to focus on yourself. You have to get better first. And I know it's easier said than done. Don't have kids. A lot of people who have kids are not planning it, and especially if you're doing drugs and you're not being safe with your body, there's high likelihood that if you're a woman, some random bum is gonna. I don't even want to say it. It's just disturbing to even say. So that's tough. But I don't know. Why did I even put that story here? What the fuck? I'm always like, I gotta put a couple weird stories in here. Yeah, it's just the saddest thing ever. Kid dies. This might as well be the chorus. Kid dead. Hey guys, kid dead. Let's all laugh at the kid dead. All right, this next story is more fun. I just learned about the existence of the Bop House. It's a bunch of OnlyFans women in a house together, just bopping, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know what Bop stands for, but I just know it means a whoring individual. A woman who, not even whore, just like a woman who sluts. What is the word? I don't even know the words. I can't speak English. It's just a house in California, for anyone who doesn't know, where these women just make content and they live. And it's called the Bop House. I don't even know what the point of this was. I don't think men are allowed. It's only girls. I don't think men are allowed. Maybe men are allowed for content purposes. I don't know. I have not seen any content filmed at the Bop House. I have not looked it up. Maybe I should have done that for research. I should have. It's like a business expense, paying for the Bop House. Bop House TV. Yeah, it's for my podcast, guys. I just thought that until it was funny. I have such bad insight today. It's crazy. Can't even say anything. What else did I have in there? Okay. It reminds me of, I was going to make a joke. It's Bop House. More like every sorority house ever. Am I right? What a good joke. No, I'm sure some people call some sorority houses the Bop House. I'm sure that name has existed before. Yeah, that's the Bop House. But yeah, do it. I mean, ladies, whatever. Do what you want. You guys want to get together in a conclave, in a combine. Maybe you'll make more money. Maybe they're making way more money than they ever could before. There's a lot of collabs that probably go on too. We all like when our ladies collab with each other. That must be nice. So yeah, do what you got to do. Maybe it's cheaper to pay for rent when you all have. It's a giant. It's like $1 million a month rental house. I think it's crazy. Or maybe it's not $1 million. $1 million's crazy. Probably like a few $100,000. But yeah, make all the content you want. And I don't know what goes on there. I should have done more research. Maybe I'll look it up for next episode. I guess it's like a sorority house. I mean, I think existence of the Bop House. When you've lived in the Bop House, you really can't do anything else with your life. You can. I don't want to discourage. I'm sorry. You can. It's gonna be hard to transition from being a Bop House. They make so much money. They don't need a transition. What am I saying? I'm trying to free them from a life. They make so much. They've made more money in the last 10 minutes than I've made in the last year, probably. One guy just gave them $50,000 just for them to say hi to them. One big fat guy with a neck beard. No offense to that guy, but also offense. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. That's just how kind of has to be your life, and it is what it is. It's it's different from the sorority girl life. But honestly, I guess I think I promised to talk about this on a previous episode. I never did, about my problem with fraternities and sororities. I guess what do I want to briefly say that I think my problem with sororities is not a stereotype that they're all like, just sucking and fucking all the time, and to be as crass as humanly possible, sucking and fucking all the time, and they're all like copies of each other, and they're all the same. Whatever. That's not great. I'll be honest. That's not ideal. That's not what we want in our. I'm somewhat of a prude in some sense. So it's not ideal. For me, body count is not a deal breaking thing, but it's certainly not a positive thing. If I hear that you have I don't even want to say a number, just like so many people, you've been like, all right, whatever. I guess I could deal with it, but I'm also like, don't you have any hobbies? Like, all you do is just go out with these random dudes. Like, don't you knit or something? Don't you watch TV? What the heck? Don't you guys do anything? That's more thing. I'm like, all right, you're wasting your time. So I guess there's that stereotype. But for me, the biggest problem I have, if someone tells me they're in a sorority, it is a negative thing for me. What is going on in my hallway? What the fuck? What is that noise? Oh, there's like some guy on the phone. What was I saying? It is a negative thing for me. Mostly because it's like, I don't like people who care about status and fame. And I think the whole fraternity and sorority thing is we have created this fake status that we're important. I'm trying to raise my air quotes up high. Important and cool, which I guess is not fake, but it kind of is. Nothing's fake. Everything just manufactured by people. But it's like we've created this like exclusivity and this status that you have to like rush and join and stuff. And now you're in. Oh, you're super cool now. It's like, okay, if you care about that that much, that's a turnoff for me. I don't like, because then if you're going to be with me, it's like, oh, do you only care about me because I have the #1 podcast in the world? It's questionable. I don't know. So for me, that's the big problem. And so I think a lot of people that were in sororities, I think some of it's fine. Some people just like, oh, I did it because I have friends, and, you have some events to go to and stuff, whatever. I get that. That's fine. I know plenty of friends that were in fraternities. They don't really care about it. It's just like, oh, you hang out with your friends, whatever. But I think when you're like super involved, that's when like I've heard adults my age, years after college, they're like still, some girls are like, oh my God, she was in like, I don't know the name of a single sorority. Just make up some letters. She was in KKG. It's like, oh my God, she was in It's like, all right, what does that mean? You're 27. That was a long time ago, guys. What? It's like, yo, he was in Miss Bonaventure's kindergarten class. No, what? That was the most exclusive class to be in. It's just like, I don't get it. And then I've heard a girl say this, where I've heard people talk about people saying this, like girls and guys being like, I would only go out with someone who's in a fraternity, or the other way around. I would only go out with someone who's in a sorority. It's like, okay, what do you think that it's just about status, but what is it? It's not even that important. It's just like, what are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? It's just ridiculous. So I think that's where I'm like, it's a negative, because if you really care that much, I'm like, you care about things that I don't care about at all, and things that I like actively think are stupid. So like that, we don't align in interests in that regard. So, if you did all the things people did in a sorority without being in a sorority, and you didn't really care about like these like status and stuff, then whatever. You want to have fun, you want to do whatever you got to do whatever you got to do. I'm not going to judge you. Again, like I said, if instead of like having a hobby and enriching your life, you're sucking and fucking, yeah, that's concerning. That's certainly another demerit, but main problem is just the status kind of thing. And so I just hate all these groups. I hate, it just bothers me. It just bothers me when people care. Like, oh my God, this guy's famous. This guy's part of this. Oh my God, this guy was on SNL. It's like, okay, whatever. I guess it's cool to be on one of these things, but that's not someone's whole personality. People in fraternities and sororities, they just date, this guy's in, I can't name any what's a fucking fraternity from my school? Pike or something. That was one. I think that was like the one of the bigger, I don't fucking know, dude. I don't remember shit. This guy's in Pike. I have to be like, I don't know. Could be the ugliest guy in the world. He's in Pike though. I have to do this. It's like, all right, this is just fucking stupid. It makes no sense. Like, well, I don't care. Most people don't care. You care, and that's great. But like, it bothers me. It just like I don't like that you care, and you're done. You're excommunicated. You're down on my list. So, in relation to the Bop House, I wouldn't call them the Bop House. And then even I saw a video yesterday, or it might have been on Twitter, about someone like making fun of like this girl in a sorority, and it was like she named her dog after the fraternity and something like that's like the level. It's like, okay, how much do you care about this random group of guys that is not anything? How much do you care about this? Care about something more. I just want people to care about important things, not stupid ass shit. I don't know. It's just fucking stupid. So whatever. I don't know if that came off as me being jealous. I really am not. Like, I don't care. I'm jealous in the sense, and it's not jealousy. I'm like, I just wish everyone didn't care about stupid things. That's what I wish. But like, whatever. If you do, you do. There's stupid people out there. Some people care about, collecting thimbles. That's their biggest draw in life. Do what you got to do, guys. Do what you got. That's better than caring about a fraternity in my mind. Collecting thimbles. Okay, there's a Russian bathhouse near me, and I'm scared to go there because I think there's going to be some homosexual activity going on, and I'm scared to go there alone. I said that so wrong. I said that so offensive, guys. Cancel me, please. I'm scared to go because I don't want to get hit on by men, and I don't think I could go with like a friend of mine that's a man, because then they'd be like, oh, these two boys came here for some dual action. They came here. I would go with a girl, but I just think it's like, I think it's like known. Some of these bathhouses are known for just being like gay. I don't know what to call them. I was gonna call it like a gay den, like a gay lair. Is that the right word for it? Where just men go to hook up, and I don't know. I'm saying it as if I'm like, when I go there, they're gonna pressure me and I'm like, okay, it's not gonna happen. I'm just like, I don't want to be uncomfortable. Like old men staring at me, just like, fresh meat. So I kind of want to go to one of these places just to experience it, like a Russian bathhouse. I know they beat you with leaves and they like rake your skin and clean your skin. It sounds kind of cool. I would go with a girl, but yeah, I don't even know why I brought that up. I don't have a girl. I don't have anyone who even expressed interest in going. Haven't asked anyone, but I would go. I would actually. That's my first order of business when I find someone to go with, is just to go to the Russian bathhouse. Yeah, so that should be fun. I also think I regret the line of thought I'm about to go down, but I also I can't even say it. I just think it could be problematic to go with. I like when I say I can't even say it. I do this all the time, and then I continue to say it because I have to give you guys entertainment. You guys are paying me big bucks to give you entertainment. I can't just think of something and not say it. I do think if I went with a woman and we're like, I don't know, it's like a steamy room and we're like in our bathing suit. It's not great for my bathing suit. I have to like contain myself. I don't know. Is it weird if I whatever? I'm not gonna say that. You guys understand what I'm trying to say. It's weird. I get excited in the steam house and then I'm like, hey, you want to move to another room? I'm like, I can't get up. The men are gonna think it's for them, and it's not for them. It's for you. Yeah. So I want to go to one of those, and I think that's a good that would be a good Valentine's Day thing to get. Just a gift, like, hey, we're gonna go to the spa together. Couples Russian bathhouse. The Russian bathhouse makes it sound so much more like mysterious. It's like where Vladimir Putin goes when he's discussing who to kill. Take me to my bathhouse. I want to ponder this opposition. I want to ponder Vladimir Zelensky. Has he got a Russian accent? I'm about to choke. About to cough to death. I don't think I've ever heard Vladimir Putin speak. I don't think I have. He also looks fake, by the way. I honestly think there's a conspiracy that Vladimir Putin has gotten plastic surgery. He's not even real anymore. His face looks like it's stitched together. I don't know how to describe it. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, guys. Don't shoot me through the window. Whatever, it's fine. I have no interest. No actual information. Bonnie Blue is pregnant. Holy shit. You guys don't know who Bonnie Blue is? She's the woman who had sex with 1,000 men in one day. And she's pregnant, and everyone's making jokes about how it's going to be the hardest paternity test ever. I was under the impression that she was having sex with men wearing condoms. I don't know. Was everyone going raw? That's disgusting. Not only for her, for the guys. How can you trust that everyone's clean? You can't. Did everyone get a test that morning? No, you cannot trust this. That's insane. So I thought they were all using condoms, which, sure, there's a chance they don't work. But that chance they don't work is if it breaks or like you use it wrong. It's not like if you use it right, it's going to work. It's a container. It's like putting water in a bucket. If the bucket's broken, it's not going to work, but it's not like the water seeps through the molecules of plastic. That's not how this works. So, and then she's also, I think, on birth control, so that doesn't seem... She got pregnant by someone else. Has to be. Has to be someone else. This doesn't make any sense. The percentages don't make sense. Unless they were just completely going inside of her without any protection, which is crazy. Which is insane. The whole story's ridiculous. Why do we even keep talking about it? I just talked about the Bop House, and now I just have to talk about this. That's a behavior that could be happening in the Bop House, honestly. I don't even think they would go to that level. They don't go to those extremes. Didn't her video get taken down off whatever OnlyFans or something? That's crazy. You do all that and then you can't even monetize it. You could probably sell it on DVD. Some men would buy that. Just to see what it's like. Some men have we always talk about men's weird fantasies in here. Some men just love when there's other men in the room watching. They just love it. But yeah, that's crazy. So hopefully, again, the child here, in all these stories, the child is the innocent party, and we're just like, fuck, what a shitty situation. We hate their parents, but the kid, we feel bad for the kid. So I have a soft spot in my heart for children. I don't know why that sounded wrong, but I do have a soft spot. When I think, that's one thing that could make me cry, like kids, some bad things happening to kids. I don't even know the example. I don't want to think about it because then I can actually cry. So, children are always the innocent parties. And it's... whatever. I don't know if she's going to keep her child. I don't even know if this is true. I just saw it online. Didn't do an ounce of research to fact check. But maybe it's Elon Musk's kid. Maybe Bonnie Blue is having Elon Musk's kid. That'd be crazy. He might as well. I mean, whatever. He's rich. He's trying to have as many kids as possible. He's what, 13, 14? Might as well have more. Might as well just keep having kids, dude. Literally just keep having kids. He's probably going to, by the time he's dead, probably going to have like 30 or 40 kids. I bet he's going to have 30 kids. What are you going to do? Then they're going to have fights for his money, his succession. I wonder how much money he's giving each of his kids. These are good questions, guys. These are great questions. We'll never know. Okay. This podcast, the topics went by very quickly. I think I was just bad. Sometimes you have to be self-critical. Oh, I'm fine. It wasn't bad. It was a fine podcast. But sometimes you look back, you're like, damn, I could have made more jokes. Damn, I wish I was better. I went to an open mic yesterday, I bombed so hard. But it's fine. Sometimes you go to one and it's like, most people bombed. It's fine. Like, it's just a bad room that I keep going to for some reason, and it's fine. Whatever. But you look back and you're like, I honestly look back at that one, I'm like, I couldn't have done, like, I was not prepared to do anything differently. There's no way I could have done anything differently. It is what it is, chalk it. But it makes you feel like shit sometimes. But you live and you learn. You keep going. That wasn't the next topic. The next topic was Sabrina Carpenter has black hair, and my goodness, does she look good. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm going to be real. I don't know what to say. Rarely do I fawn over women, and I'm not really fawning over her. Auga! My eyes pop out of the screen. No, she looks good. Listen, I thought Sabrina Carpenter looked good beforehand when she had blonde hair. But, I didn't, she wasn't the most amazing girl in the world. I thought she was an attractive young lady. Or older than me, or I don't even know how old she is. I'm saying this is like a classic thing where a guy's like, yeah, she doesn't look that great. Like a fat oaf in his basement and playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, she's not that hot. No, I thought she was an attractive woman, but it's like a regular attractive woman. But with this black hair, guys, something changed. I don't know what it is. Something changed. Biologically, I don't know what my DNA was doing, but those strands were intermingling. Those strands were going, woo, woo, woo. And she looks great. So I hope to see more of her with the black hair. Hopefully she pops up on my screen very shortly. But looking good, Sabrina. Looking good, Carpy Poo. That's my nickname for her. We go back. We go way back. Carpy Diem, Carpy Poo. Yeah. Maybe that makes me think maybe if I change my hair color, maybe I'd look amazing. There's only one place for me to change to blonde, and that's not blonde men. I'm sorry. No offense to blonde men. It takes a certain guy to pull that off. I cannot pull that off. I do not look blonde at all. It would look like I had an accident. It would look like I had like cancer or something if I had blonde hair. So that's not going to happen. But it makes me think other women, like maybe if they change their hair color, they'd look better. Hypothetically, I'm just saying, ladies, some of you guys, maybe you could try changing your hair color. Maybe things would change for you. But yeah, she looks great. So congratulations to her. She looked great before. She looks, like I'm saying, even better now. But then I saw her on the SNL 50 thing, and she had blonde hair. So I don't know. When was that filmed? I have no idea, actually. I literally have no clue when any of this is filmed. I don't keep up with pop culture, guys. I am pop culture. I make the culture. All right, last thing. I guess this is in vain. This is just, it's getting to like the weird, I feel like I always talk about dating at the end. This is not about my personal dating life. We don't need to talk about that. Exhibit A here. No, we got some potential on the horizon, but anyway, Exhibit A. This is not even Exhibit A. This is a positive situation. This is Exhibit B. Exhibit A is the opposite of this. But I'm just thinking, like, in my mind, if you're dating someone, and whenever, it's always like a girl, I feel like, they'll post their man, and they'll just make it like the most appreciative post of him. They're like, I'm so lucky to have this guy. He's amazing. He does all this stuff. I feel like that, at that moment, that guy's like, I have to cheat on her. I don't know what it is. It just seems like that always happens. I'll always see an update, like, update, he cheated on me. It's like, guys, do not make a super heartfelt appreciation post of some guy you're not married to. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Unless you have that man locked up, legally locked up in the court of law, do not make an appreciation post. You can make an easy one, like, I love you. I love you, you're great. They're making crazy one, like, this man's the light of my life. I can't believe I found him. He's so great. They make, like, epic 3-part stories. Bro, calm down. Hey, calm down. I don't know what psychologically, maybe the guy's like, I'm too good for her. Maybe the guy's like, hey, this is crazy. She thinks I'm that good. I could do better. They honestly might think that. That actually makes sense in their mind, in the Neanderthal man mind. But it's just so sad to go out on a limb. So it's kind of like, I guess relationships are kind of like a chess match. Like, I have to be less interested in you, which is very toxic to think about. But I think you just have to be like measured until until you can be unmeasured. Like when you're married, you can be like, all right, I'm gonna fucking go crazy. I can go crazy with my love for you. But before then, just kind of pump the brakes a little bit on like public posting of people. Pump the brakes for a second. Pump the brakes on the public. But yeah, that's it. So anyone who's ever done that, I'm sure a lot of you guys have posted your man or woman. Maybe it happens both ways in like such a good appreciation, and then you broke up. You're like, fuck, shouldn't have done that. I'm sure it's happened. I'm so sorry for you, but also, it is what it is. That kind of sucks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. I've been Matt Lipari. I'm going to change my name next week. My middle name is Sal, so you guys could call me Sal if you want. I also go by Bernard to all the telemarketers. I actually got one last week. They said, hey, Bernard, are you interested in selling your property? I said, hell yeah, dude. Call me back. I blocked them. Those motherfuckers thought they got me. They didn't get me. But yeah, that was a fun time, guys. I am going to put socks on because I'm freezing. Hopefully you all survive the cold. What else? What else can I gain from you guys? What else can I tell you to check out? What do I got going on? Anything? Nothing for you to check out right now, guys. Again, we're trying to work on. We're working on getting more sponsors, changing the podcast up. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Again, this is the Meat Sangria podcast. We're always evolving. We're always pushing ourselves to be higher. We try to gain as much as we can. No Kanye West talked about this podcast. That was a great episode without him. Even though they are getting divorced, I believe, officially. Whatever. See you guys very, very soon. Have an amazing life and week. And yeah, catch you later.